Hi, my name is Michelle Rochade. I'm one of the founders of Heist, London's first anti-gallery.
Can you just start by explaining exactly what an anti-gallery is?
Well, it's taking the whole white cube experience, the quintessential experience of walking into a gallery and kind of turning it on its head by incorporating performance art and fine cuisine inspired by each exhibition. And we completely transform our space, which is actually a residential property in Notting Hill. We completely transform it every 6 weeks based on the theme of each exhibition and incorporate performance art and food inspired by each exhibition. And the reason why we do that is for first-time collectors and for people who don't necessarily have an appreciation for photography to get inspired by the environment and get a better understanding of our ethos and what we're about and why fine art photography is quite an incredible medium of art. Unlike other mediums of art, everyone has the ability to afford an original piece. If people would like to afford a painting, for example, they would go for millions of pounds, and to be able to afford it, they'd buy prints, whereas photographs are always original, so it gives the opportunity for everyone to be able to afford them. The body of work we've decided to select is from different genres of photography that we have on our online platform. We just felt that it was a good representation of the different types of photography that we did showcase online. But we have about 200 artists on our database, but presently tonight we're showcasing about 40 artists. I think the most important thing about having the right photograph, or selecting it, is something that you can live with, which is why we felt it was important to have it in a residential space, because no one's home looks like a white cube gallery. You can't really envision or imagine what it would be like living with this piece of art, but in the Heist premises, I would hope everyone would get the opportunity to do so, to get a sense of what that would be like. Because art, in essence, is something that you'd have to live with.
Is there a particular piece on show tonight that you're especially touched by or especially a fan of?
Well, I love all the pieces, I must say. We have curated them specifically for this event, and I don't want to reveal my favorite, but I have a few. For example, next month we'll be having Midsummer Night's Dream, where all the photographs will be quite ethereal in nature and very dreamy. And we'll have performance art inspired by that as well. We basically go with what we feel fits with the collection that we've curated for that specific month, and have a theme basically around it. I feel we've gotten to the age where people seek to be in an immersive environment. They want interaction. They want the ability to get to know the artist, to understand their process, to get inspired by whether it be music or food or photography, whatever forms a certain connection. Let's say we have a West African photographer, there's West African music. Maybe by listening to that song and looking at that photograph at a specific moment, you find a connection, you have a better understanding of why the artist captured this specific moment in time. There are all tools to create a better understanding of the art itself. For more information, they can go to www.heist-online.com.
It's really, really amazing, and I think we both fell in love with the Kate Moss picture downstairs, so I'm trying to negotiate a price and get it for free. No, I'm joking, and get it. Yeah, it's a really cool exhibition. It's nice, it's in a private house, so I'm really loving it.
I mean, obviously that's kind of the whole idea behind tonight, that it's a very different space from how you're used to looking at art. Yeah. Do you think that enhances the experience? Do you enjoy it?
I like it. It's completely different, because normally, obviously, you're in a much bigger space, and now you're in an apartment or in a house, which is fabulous. So I really enjoy it. I'm really happy to be here, and it's lovely to see you. I always like photography, and I like portraits. Like I told you, it's something about being in the eyes that I really, really enjoy seeing. And this peculiar man, I don't know if you can zoom in, behind you, is looking very interesting. So maybe we can have a little shot after. But yeah, I enjoy photography, and but this is an incredible space to be in anyway. So.
Talking about Thrones, have you watched the most recent episode, and how devastated were you? Finally, we've lost Rose. It's so sad.
I know. I didn't know. But I'm much more sad about Pip, to be honest with you. That really, because he's a mate, and I think he's awesome. He's such a great actor. He's got so much going on, but yeah, I'm probably mostly upset that we lost him, if I'm perfectly honest. But yeah.
Strange, I mean, when you've watched the show, because obviously they do refresh the cast so often and they kill people off in such violent ways. Does it make it harder?
Yes, but I'm still alive, right? So, as long as, yeah, it does. But I think that's the nature of the show, and I think when you sign on to it, you know what to expect, so.
Thank you very much for talking to us again, and before you leave us, have you got a message for all those lovely fans out there?
Yes, I do. Thank you so much for following me on Twitter, and thank you so much for liking my character, and I'm really, really grateful that I can do the role justice, hopefully. So, thank you.
Jim, it's absolutely fantastic to have you tonight. What do you think of the space, the gallery, the exhibition?
It's amazing, doesn't it? I mean, there's artwork everywhere. Tanya has gone off around the corner somewhere, but she has been taking photos of everything. And I think our house is going to look like this soon, I think.
Obviously, you've been very busy lately. We've been catching you on TV. What's coming up next?
Who knows? The TV show was amazing. Obviously still doing the YouTube always and forever. Hopefully there'll be more. We'll see what happens.
What's your long-term ambition? I mean, do you see yourself being a big presence on television, or, I mean, what's your primary focus?
The internet is always going to be what I do. It's kind of been my job for a while now. I love it. I know it. You know, I've got such a massive fan base of people who like to watch me. So that's what I'm going to do forever. But the TV stuff's really fun, and it's kind of a different thing for me to dabble with. So I'm going to try and do more, but I think the internet is home for me.
Of course, we saw you having a lot of fun on television the other night. Have you got a new fan appreciation for the difficulty of wearing heels?
Yes, I mean, I'm a tall guy anyway, so I'm essentially on heels at all time, but actually wearing heels is hard. They're not easy to walk in.
Of course, we got to know you quite well on the show the other night. Is it a bit strange when you're in that kind of environment, like sort of TV panel shows and that? Do you find yourself revealing things that you normally wouldn't?
Yes, I think within a minute of the show you see my nipple. I think you just get carried away, Matt and I especially, because we kind of have banter together, and he'll say something and I'll try and top it, and yeah, before you know it, you're kind of half naked on TV.
Was Tanya quite proud when she saw that?
She didn't say anything, which is either good or bad. She's either disappointed or thought it was quite funny. Don't know.
And in terms of YouTube, what have you got coming up?
More of the same. Lots and lots of videos happening. We've got VidCon coming up. I don't know really. It's one of those things where opportunities come at you quite fast and you have to sort of jump on them. So hopefully lots and lots and lots.
A message for fan before you leave us to get back to Tanya?
I love you. Thank you very much for watching me and supporting me in everything you do, and I think you're terrific.